Hey, this is director, producer Alan Wills, and I am on Positive Power 21 with Jerry Royce Live. And when I'm online, I listen to Jerry Royce Live at www.spreaker.com/positivepower21.org. Y'all heard?
Let me tell you about my friend in Jesus. Royce died and shed his blood on Calvary. He left you the word just to teach your soul to live it. When you give your life to Jesus, eternal life he guarantees. Let me tell you about my friend in Jesus. Royce died and shed his blood on Calvary. He left you the word just to teach your soul to live it. When you give your life to Jesus, eternal life he guarantees. You know a real friend, it's hard to find. Let me tell you about a friend of mine. He'll go with you through thick and thin, and he'll save you. He'll save you from your sins. I'll tell you he's a real friend. Let me tell you about my friend in Jesus. Royce died and shed his blood on Calvary. He left you the word just to teach your soul to live it. When you give your life to Jesus, eternal life he guarantees.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hi, if you're struggling with your relationship or you just can't seem to find the right one, author Gerald Manuel has written an enlightening new book entitled How to Identify Your Spiritual Soulmate. You may order a copy today from Amazon.com or at BarnesandNoble.com. This book is sure to answer many of the questions you may have. Thank you and God bless you. Hi, everyone. This is Tee-Spence, and I'm listening to Jerry Royce Live worldwide. Get ready.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
What up? It's your boy Kano Kingston.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions.
Hey, this is Cotton. Hi, I'm Teresa Powell.
Hi, Jerry. This is Ira Sandro Carter.
Hi, this is Phil Powers.
Hello, this is Teresa Bobby with Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, I'm Philip Barron. I'm live on the Jerry Royce Show.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Houston Saint.
Peace, this is Dahlia the poet, spoken word artist.
Hello, this is Lamar Marquis with Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everyone. You got Robin Lynn, and I'm keeping it live right now on Jerry Royce Live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? This is a award-winning podcast with the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide on Internet Radio, where you get your positive on. So when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Harding, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceutical, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse, a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.authorBillPowers.com.
PositivePower21.org, Internet Radio.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
All right, thank you, family. Thank you, family. We're gonna ease back on the commercials because we got a very special person here tonight. So this is my new friend, my sister right here, brand new on the show. That's right. This is episode 365. But first, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Welcome to PositivePower21.org. And I just want to know, can you feel the power? Can you feel the power of 21? I am Jerry Royce Live. I am blessed. I am worldwide. This is episode 365 with Tee-Spence from Tee-Time on PositivePower21.org. She's coming out of Hollywood, California right now from Butter Vision, Blog Talk Radio with UK Ebony Empress. I guess that's her name.
Absolutely.
She's here right now. What's up, T? How you doing?
Hey, Jerry. I'm blessed. And I'm in awe because, this is a new realm for me right here. And I just was not prepared to be so overwhelmed by that beautiful voice and the words that were coming out of her mouth, and it just went all through my body. I was not prepared. I was laying on my knees as she said that. I had to look around like, what's really going on? Beautiful voice. Absolutely amazing.
Now, I played a couple songs, so you must be talking about the last song.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yes.
With Kimberly.
Yep. Yeah.
I think that's when I shook my bad boy audience, and I had to start reviewing street fiction book covers before I said yes.
I did hear that part. I was like, well, hell.
Yeah, it was like
the cat has come out the bag.
It was so extraordinary about Kimberly is that, that her name means something. There's two parts of her name, I guess like being reborn or something. And she said she could not hold down jobs. She said she was getting fired. And I heard that happen sometime with God calling on you. You think you're supposed to be doing something else, and he's trying to tell you something else. Just like if everybody catch the last episode I had from last week, I had senior pastor Deli. They call him Deli for short, but it's Bama Deli Bello. That's right. He got a church in Greenbelt. Just got started.
Mm-hmm.
He said he lost like 5 vehicles. I guess he like cars. How some people like cars, men. And,
right.
He's from Nigeria and everything. He probably didn't have no car. He probably just had a 2-wheeler, a bike or something.
Okay, so he was rocked.
Yeah, he was probably balling, and he's like, what's wrong with my cars? He's like, I don't know whether they was getting totaled, stolen, or what. But he said he lost 5 cars in a row. And his wife said,
over Jerry.
His wife said, if you don't answer to God's call, I'm gone. He said, it must be getting scary up in there.
Okay. Well, when the truth hits you in the face and real's looking at real, and the devil is dancing at your doorstep, and you can feel the wood on the doors a little hot, you got to recognize that's a higher power's calling.
Yes.
You can't shake that. You cannot shake that because, I know I've been going through a lot right now, and I know I'm being tested, and I was just blessed because, my college girlfriend asked me to give you a call, and we hit it off, and you have an amazing network. I've looked through it, and I'm just blessed to be with such an amazing fold, such a tight-knit family. I like that because I've never had that in my life.
You see them, you see them people was they was crying, they was screaming your name to God the other night when your girl put your name out there.
I saw that.
I was like, oh my God, they are so powerful.
and I'm just so not knowing. I'm really a little naive. And, a lot of things have happened to me through my life that have made me, just a little leery of things. And everything, if it seems like it's too good to be true, I'm waiting for that other shoe to drop. I'm waiting. It's going to drop.
These people are real. These people got some power on this network. I mean,
Amen.
It's scary sometimes. I mean, how all this just came together so fast. I remember I was just in my garage talking to you Memorial Day, and one day, this was just Friday. I had fell asleep. I was tired. I said, I got to publish this stuff. I got to get this stuff out here for these people, and because I run my shows in 5-hour segments. So I only run like 15 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I started feeling sleepy. And I was like, oh, let me check out this thing that Superman Linton was telling me. My boy out South Carolina, I call him Superman. And, he called me, I'm Batman.
Mm-hmm. I caught that.
Because I got the car, right? I wanted the car.
Yeah.
I took a picture next to it, so that's me,
Yes, so I peeped that.
So he was telling me about, some of the prices and stuff of things, So I was like, all right, so I was looking. I fell asleep. Made up my computer. I never done that before. I woke up, and something just said, bam, you're now a radio station. I was like, oh, my God, what did I just do? I'm live for 24 hours. How you stop this thing?
Oh.
But then I said, wait a minute, I got like 360-some episodes. I can run them all day long.
You a veteran. Who you playing with? You a veteran.
But I didn't want it just to be me. I said, I need some people. But just look at the people that I got. Now I get a call from, this was last week, I get a call from Robin Maben. She only called me when I guess something hit her. She like super duper. She don't even sleep. She's like on the internet like 24/7. She has telecommunication background from the military, so she's always watching stuff, absorbing. She tells me what I need to do, just like that. I said, what? That's it? Because I just had one question, and she just started dropping. I just started writing it down. Next thing I know, Beverly Phelps Jones telling me she got like 100-something episodes since like 2009 or something like that, maybe more. Then I bring in Kerry Hines, and he's up to 110 episodes now. And then I go back and I hit up who was the other person? Oh, Superwoman Tina Hobson. She's been broadcasting forever, and so I have enough episodes that I can have a kid working the controls. You'll never hear the same show ever for 3 years.
Okay.
And then Sabrina Williams out of Nevada, Las Vegas. She's with a network, and she's dropping stuff for me now, and then she's hot and excited about it, I'm not going to tell you who her famous sisters are, but she's about to be more famous than them. That's right. Some crazy stuff happening.
That's that positive power. That's that positive power. You know what you were saying.
You ask for stuff, you better be ready. You better be ready, T.
Amen. Who is preaching to the choir right now? I said that just the other day. I said, I'm scared because I know what I've been asking for, but I feel like I've been asking for so long, and that's one thing you're not supposed to do. You are supposed to say your prayer, let it go, and let it God, because he's going to answer it in his time, in his way, in his element. You don't question him. He questions you. So at the end of the day, that is disrespectful of me to even think about that thought again and think that it's not going to be taken care of. But that's me and my stinking thinking and how I was brought up as a child.
Yeah. But you know what, T? You're really funny. You make me laugh a lot. You don't know it, but I get really tickled to death. You tickle me to death.
I'm a little kooky. I'm a little kooky. I'm a little off. I'm going to be your oddball out of the whole network. When I saw you sent me that text about you got it, and now it's a network, I said, he is on and cracking. He is doing his thing, Lord. Thank you for bringing somebody positive finally in my life.
You know I don't play. What happened when we had that conversation? Look, I was like, what I do? I text your girlfriend. I said, Kim, you got to help me out. The girls are saying stuff. You got to help me out. We was good, and
then you get that another call.
I get that call. I'm on the phone. Well, how long we was on the phone for? 5 hours.
5 hours. 5 hours.
5 in my garage, and then I went to the restaurant. I was talking to. I had to go eat. I spent my whole Memorial Day with you.
Well, hey, and usually, you know what? God bless you for doing that, because I'm usually by myself alone. I'm out here in Hollywood, in Hollyland, where nothing really, at the end of the day, I'll let everybody know, it's not real. To me, this is a facade. We're just living here to live here. But people really don't actually live like this. It is some special, I don't want to even say they're special. They're just a little more privileged than others. But it is survival of the fittest out here. You slip once, and the devil is right there to catch you.
You done.
And you done. And boom, if your will is not that strong, and I'll be the first to say, I'm flawed up from the floor up, Jerry. And I've been through a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. Sometimes I didn't even think I could make it through. But me even having that thought in my mind is disrespectful to him because he created me. And how dare I? So when you and your vibe was good, and I'm really a person about their aura, about, what it into signs and Scientology. So you just had very charismatic, very easy to talk to. You kind of like an Oprah, but cuter.
You going to get me an Oprah? I know you know Oprah. You going to get me an Oprah? Because I know you got the connections.
Well, on the low, no. I'm incognito. I'm just, I'm just here trying to live in this world from day to day, moment to moment. Look, trying to make it happen.
Look, I tell Superman all the time, when Superman he'll say something, I say, you know what, dude? I don't chase after nobody, man. They got to call me, brother. That mean they serious. I don't have no time. There's too much going on I got to deal with. Jack and Jill, and, I got to pick them up from school and fix dinner, make sure everything cool, the house clean, and then get down here and broadcast and, be in a good mood, keep them happy because I got to spend time with them before Nene get here, because she's going to come in here yelling and it might come through the microphone. What's going on over here?
She's absolutely beautiful. You have a beautiful family.
Thank you. I had to break up with many fights, and Nene and Jill would just be going at it.
Okay.
She
That's just pure love.
But she settled down since she got the braces taken. I always thought it was the braces that was getting too tight. They were tightening them up. They keep tightening them up like every time you visit them. I said something not right about that science.
Keep talking about this. She's going to pull this little segment up in 20 years and be like, really? Did you have to say that, Daddy?
I know.
Did you have to talk about my braces?
She got them taken off, and she's been really pleasant, nice, First I said, well, she get into the dance school, she going to be cool. She going to like that. I got to get away from martial arts, beating up the boys all the time. She got to start dating those guys soon. I can't have her in there beating them up. So I had to change gears and get her in the dance, and she made it into the school from her martial arts skills, which was remarkable.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. She's
that is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. So she's finishing up her first year of high school. So that was a blessing, because we didn't want her to go to the school.
You're going to have to beat him off with a stick, Jerry. You're going to have to pull that slugger out.
You don't know what's up around, because kids got the house to themselves for a couple hours. What's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, you lose your kids to gangs like that when you at work trying to put the hours in and they home, with their friends,
Parlaying.
Yeah. All right, well, enough about Jill. Yeah, they're going to find out about them when we do our episode, our reality show called A.K.A. Jack and Jill. That's right.
Oh, how adorable. That's adorable.
Coming to YouTube. Yep. That's going to be happening pretty soon. As soon as they finish up with school. And so you see how they living, All right, so let's talk about you, T. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we want to hear a little bit about, your experiences, being on Butter Vision, how that went, Blog Talk. You're doing radio now. You were doing TV. I had an opportunity to see you do some YouTube shows, which you were very, very good. You definitely have the on-camera talent. And in case people that haven't seen you, haven't been out to positivepower21.org, T is a very, very good-looking, but if they call you eye candy, you the candy. You the eye. She's a very attractive person, and when you look like that, you can have problems out there. So we're gonna get a chance to talk to her, and because her job is going to be to empower women, and even the good-looking guys. Because I know my brother was a model, and I used to go out there with him sometime, and sometime I did a show. The producers be trying to hit on the guys, and that wasn't all that pleasant. I was a little uncomfortable with that. I don't like nobody touching me in the back of my head. You're a man.
Okay.
Don't be touching me, man. I do the power handshake with you. But don't be touching the back of my head. I didn't like that. All right.
Distance, 50 feet. 50 feet.
yeah, that was crazy. All right. So for a treat, everybody. We're gonna. I gotta play my boy, Mr. Shea. I was going to call him Dr. Shea. I don't know why.
Good. I love treats. Let me hear some more. Just I love your music.
Gonna get some good music. Gonna get some good, but I gotta play James DeShay because he's coming to Positive Power too. This brother, I've been listening to his blog talk on Saturday. He's been bringing it, so we're gonna bring him an audience because T gonna bring him an audience because she got over 10,000 people following her on Facebook. So hold tight, everybody. Here's James DeShay, the romance man.
Are you looking for a great book of poetry that is romantic, heartfelt, and full of male emotion? Then get Thoughts, Love, and Reflections by James K. DeShay. That's DESHAY. Go to www.jamesdeshay.com. You will enjoy Thoughts, Love, and Reflections.
Truth, but they blind to the proof. And the lies of crazy things that's destroying the youth. Believe in the power that you have inside. You can break my things, but you can't break my pride. I'd rather find the light than sit and dying inside. I'd rather fight the war, I never run and hide. Used to think that life might have a lesson. Sitting alone, I never thought they count my blessings. Stressing, now I hold the word in my possession. Just another way for me to deal with my depression. See, people get caught up in the world of pain. All they do is lose, none of the things to gain. No regrets for the life that's living in shame. Gotta change yourself before you put in the sight of his aim.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Oh, man, Robot was crying. Oh, man, you all right, Robot? Robot couldn't get it out. All right, everybody, it's Jerry Royce Live Worldwide. I'm back. That was Kimberly. I think that was the first time I played all the way through. My girl,
oh, my gosh. I can't even take you right now. I think I'm a little upset with you right now because I didn't come on here to be crying and messing up my mascara all down my face. but I'm praying for you. Like, that was so melodic. Did you hear that soul in her voice? It came like from the pit of her stomach.
My father
and I love music.
Kimberly.
Yeah, that was just, oh my gosh.
Hey, Tina, when I saw my dad, I think I went down to see my father, my mother for Mother's Day. My father was sitting in a chair. I think my mother left the room. He said, "When Kimberly coming tomorrow?" I said, I don't know where she's at. I don't know what's up. I got to find out when the album coming out. You know,
okay.
She said it was okay for us to play her singles. You know, because people are asking, can they buy it, you know?
Yeah, well, get in line, because, geez, Pete. And I feel like I'm kind of like an old school music connoisseur, because my dad has albums still in his garage, and I told him I want them, and I've just always been old school. So I love rhythm. I love depth. I love lyrics. I love the whole of all of it coming together, and just it does for me is with what I've been through in life is it calms the savage beast within. And it kind of just makes me sit back and just finally just breathe. Just breathe. You need to breathe. And music just brings me down. And it brings me down from so many levels because I've been through so much. And, you know, I'm blessed to even be here today.
That's right.
I'm very thankful.
We know it. You know it. God is, you know, he was with you all the time.
God is good all the time. All the time, right. God is good.
That's right. All this time, he was carrying you. You know, look at you now. Look at you now.
Yeah, right. It's kind of hard to see what everybody else sees because I don't look at myself like that. Like, to me, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I'll be the first to let everybody know I'm, you know, global in the UK and over here in the USA. I do not wake up like that. I do not look like that. That is a team that puts that together. So I'm just putting a bow on two very wonderful people that put themselves together to create me. So at the end of the day, I kind of feel like this isn't even my life. I feel like my mom has passed away. My queens are gone. So I kind of reincarnate myself when I do photo shoots. And I turn into her, what she would have wanted, what her life expectancy of what she had before she was robbed of her life. So it's really, really deep to me, and music really, really can take you there, and it can take you in dark places, but it has only taken me to the light, and I'm blessed for that.
Yeah, amen. Well, I remember, I started out telling people, I said, podcasting, well, at least this podcast is not a job. I said, this is going to be a religion,
Absolutely.
And I didn't know why I was saying that, but, since I turned the tables, and, all these artists been coming along with all this great sounding music. It's like, you had no choice. It's like you're being, and, God knows your weak points. Sometimes He knows if music is the thing going to touch you. Sometimes I've seen enough bad pastors and knowing that they full of it that sometimes I can't buy in what they saying half the time. But when you hear somebody's music, because they put a lot into that.
Yeah.
That's real.
That's real.
That's not rehearsed. That is real.
Yeah, so, that's not machines. You know what I'm saying? That's not background vocals. That is that person's life that they are spitting out of their mouth. And there's a reason for that. Because it doesn't matter if it touches one or if it touches a million. It has touched someone. And you have a talent, a God-given talent that you need to work on. Because we are all down here for a purpose. So you just got to figure that out. You have to figure out what your purpose is, not somebody else's, but yours. Because He didn't put us down here and suffer so that everybody could just walk around and bump into one another and it's supposed to be a party. We're supposed to be giving back, and that's really what I'm about. I'm about giving back because I know what I've been through, and I so wish somebody would have been there for me the way I want to be to somebody else. And anyway, just to listen, for them to cry on my shoulder, or to just text them, just to let them know they're loved. It doesn't matter. A smile can change somebody's day. I don't think people understand that, and that don't cost nothing.
Nothing.
That costs nothing but your good heart and soul. So, it's just I'm just in awe where I'm at right now, because I never thought that I would be in radio.
Ooh.
That's just not something. But in Hollywood, they kind of make a woman have to keep reinventing herself. Like, she's not good enough to a certain extent, and she's got to come with something better, or you got to come with something slicker, or you got to come with something just blow people away. And I'm not caught up in all this. I'm very humble. I know where I came from. So I never lose sight of that. And I know, God giveth, he can taketh away. So if I step outside, a car comes down the street, I don't care what people think I look like. I'm not going to look like that in 5 minutes. Are you still going to love me? You still going to be there? You still going to be down? Because that's what I'm looking for.
That's right. Now tell us a little bit about your UK program with the Ebony Apprentice. Is that right? I know you kept trying to teach me that word. I just say that word.
It's Empress. I call her my Empress.
Yeah,
so
man, I think
she
I called
is
her Express one time.
She is an amazing, amazing woman. And what she did for me is, when I was listening to your last show and she was talking about depression and what she had been through, I was there. And I was in a shelter by myself. Nobody out here in Cali, just little old me, trying to hold on to my little dog. His name is Fiji, and he's my life. He's what grounds me and keeps me just neutral and centered, and so I can't float away. Because where am I floating to? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just know where I am at this point in time. I'm in a good place. And now that I've started to let go and let God and know and believe and trust in that, He has brought a lot of open doors my way. And I felt like before I met Ebony, I was on another blog talk show, and I felt like I was in hell. I'm sorry for saying that, but the way things were going down and just the attitudes and the people and just the way they were, me just looking from the outside, because I'm green. I will be the first to admit to everybody, I'm green at radio. So, I don't know all about the board. I'm just speaking from life experience. And I'm just telling my story, my truth, what it is. I'm not trying to tell anybody else's. I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm trying to still just figure out who Tina Denise Spence is at the end of the day. So when she called me, that shut the door on hell, and heaven opened up. And I ran through that door crying. Because first of all, that was so huge to me that I have never really gotten along with women my whole life. So for a woman to pull me out of that depression that I was in, and I knew I was in it, because I could barely just even move. I thought, because I don't really second guess self, but I was starting to second guess self, my purpose. What am I doing here? Have I wasted my life, my time, what He's given me, what He created? No, T, stop. You got to stop that. And she opened that door, and ever since then, we have been like two peas in a pod. She's a whole different style than I am. I give it to you straight, no chaser. If you don't want the truth, then don't ask me. I'm a Scorpio sister, and I'll give it to you. But, you might not like what I have to say. But at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. You can try, And that was my fault. I just tried to keep pleasing. I'm a people pleaser because I was so rejected as a child. I just wanted to be liked and loved. So I just went beyond my call of duty even at the age of 4 of being adopted, because I bounced around in the system till I was 4. My mom gave me up for adoption because I was a child out of wedlock, and I was another color. And she got to keep her other children that were another color, because I guess everybody thought that color was better. Everybody can have their own opinions. But she had to put me and my brother up for adoption because we were created out of what he thought was just not nice. So, you know, T has just been trying to figure out who she is, with people coming in and out of my life, taking little pieces of me and not giving nothing back. But I'm always one to give. I'm always there for that person. If you're there for me, I'm there for you 100%. I'm a ride or die chick because I know what it feels like not to have. And I now know what it feels like to have. So the ones that I do have, I hold on tight to. I appreciate, I love, and I let them know that. I know I can jump out of character sometimes, but hey, I'm a woman. And, you know, women, we can switch up anytime we want to. That's etched in the book. But I try and stay good. You know, I stay prayed up. I ask for any prayers. And, you know, another phenomenal woman that's going to come on, you know, she's been my bestie from way back. And she prays for me all the time. All the time. So awesome. Very light, very kind-hearted, very giving. When you guys meet her, she will blow you away. So you have really put together a beautiful team, and I don't even know half of them, but I'm loving them.
Kimberly Kim.
That's what's up.
She is a phenomenal person. Talking on the phone is just like I've known her for years, you know.
Right. She's just very easygoing, and she's very understandable. She doesn't judge. So I know I can go to her about anything. And I know she's going to be there. And then she'll just stop me in the middle of my anxiety that I go through, because I have severe anxiety, and she'll just be like, Tina, let's pray. And boom. Anxiety's gone.
That's right.
So I know at the end of the day, I stay prayed up. And I try to do the best I can to walk in the footsteps that he has put me on this journey. And it has led me to you, Jerry. At the end of the day right now, at 6:43 my time, this is where I'm at. And I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I am loving it.
Right.
So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I can't I'm going to keep telling you because I know I've texted to you. I just ain't put it up in the sky and wrote it out yet.
You all right, T. Now, T, let me ask you this now. Now, you just talked about, some of your dilemmas a little bit. We're not going to call them no handicap or anything, but just some, stumbling blocks. Why take on the challenge of Hollywood? That could be stressful alone, just trying to figure out where the next paycheck coming from.
That's wild. Yeah, that's wild that you would say that, because I know a gentleman that is very dear and near to me in my heart, and he was like, for such a small person and with somebody with such an open, big, bleeding heart, because I'll cry at Bambi. I'll cry, at a Hallmark commercial. I'm so emotional. I don't be knowing if I'm coming or going sometimes. He was like, why would you pick a business that's so heartless? And I had to sit back and I had to think about that. And I didn't pick the business. I just know that I have a story that I feel like can maybe help somebody else or give back in some way, because the people who adopted me, they gave back. And at the end of the day, I'll never be able to repay that. Because no child wants to be left alone and just not know who they are, where they're going, or where their next meal is coming from. It's a hard knock life out there, really at the end of the day. And I really want people to really realize the blessings that they do have. Because when I have the nerve to sit back and think about having a pity party for tea, I walk my little self up to Sunset and Vine, and right there's a library, and all of the people that do not have a home are either laying there, don't have something to eat, or don't have any shoes. They don't have something. So I know at the end of the day, I could turn back around because I used to be there like 5 years ago. I stayed in the shelter for 2 years because I was left out here in Hollywood. Didn't know nobody, refused, was a little bullheaded. I'm not going home. I'm not going back to Michigan. I'm not doing it. So I just, I'm just built like that. Like, I feel like he's never going to give me more than I cannot handle. And believe me, I feel like I should be like that woman that was on WWF, China, by now, because she had so many muscles. I should be able to bench press somebody.
Now, T,
yes.
Now you went to college.
Absolutely, Morris Brown. I'm a bubbling brown sugar. Yeah.
So what was the experience like? Because you told, we talked a while, and you dated a football star. You've walked the red carpet with football stars and actors that we see in movies today. What was that like in college? Knowing this guy going to make it to the pros, everyone's after him. What was that experience? That had to be stressful being his girlfriend. What was that like for you?
It was really stressful at the end of the day, and I never knew what it was going to bring me because I knew when I saw him that it was love at first sight, and I didn't ever think that could happen to T. No, not Tina. A man can't blow me over like that. He's got to come with it. Like, you got to be spiritually grounded. I got to feel you. I got to feel your energy. But sometimes, things don't go the way you had thought they were going to go. And things get stressful. And sometimes you have to walk away from the one thing that you do love because it's harming you. And I don't take any of this out here seriously because I've lost too many people. And it hasn't been in the most pleasant ways. Like, my mother passed away from AIDS. And the man that gave it to her, he knew he had it. So at the end of the day, that's manslaughter.
Yeah, it is.
You willingly laid down with her, and you took my mother's life. But I also have to flip that coin. And she could have said those words, put some on it, and she would be here. So, I didn't find her till late in life, and I looked for her. I had visions of her growing up. I would just see the back of her long blonde hair just flowing in the air, and she was just amazing. They used to tell me that people would just stop when she walked by.
Wow.
And the woman that sat before me when I was in my 20s, that was a shell of a woman. That was not my mom. By then she was bitter. By then she was on the streets. By then she was doing crack. By then she was selling herself. And all I could do was hold on to those last moments because I was about to leave for college, and I needed to make something of my life so I could come back and give her, give her back life at the end of the day. And it was, I guess I'm choking up so much because I thought I had more time, Jerry. And time isn't promised to anyone. It's not promised to anyone. And I got that phone call in the middle of the night, like, she's not going to make it. You need to fly home. And I was in Atlanta by that time. And I went straight to the hospice. and I saw her. She popped up out of the bed like a Pop-Tart and scared the mess out of me. Talking about, I want some ice cream. Baby, can you go get me some ice cream? And not but an hour before that, they could barely hear her breathing.
Wow.
So I took from that is that she waited for me.
Yeah.
And she was not going to leave this life not letting me know how much she did love me, and she gave me up because she did love me. And she was going to take care of me and not let me fall into the hands of a lot of other things that have transpired in my life. And she did the best that she could do. And on my way back, I stayed home for like 2 weeks, and she was moving around. I was taking her out. I said, Ma, I'll be back in a week. I just got to handle some stuff. I was working with a rapper in Atlanta, and I'll be right back. I just got to tie up some ends. Jerry, that plane took off. We hit those clouds, and the breath just drained out of my body, and she was gone. Wow. I felt it. I knew it. I just knew it. And by the time I hit the ground, my little sister was like, she's gone. She's gone. And that's why right now you are such a blessing, because I just lost my Nana a couple months ago, and I didn't even get to say goodbye to her. Yeah, I didn't even get to say goodbye to her. So I really didn't have the time with them that I really needed, wanted, and yearned for, so that I could know who I actually was.
Tell us about Nana. Who's Nana? Nana's your grandmother?
Yeah, she's my grandmother. She was my grandmother, and she was, she was a very special spirit. But she was, she had a hard knock life also, and she lost, a couple of her children, and it kind of turned her in a way that just wasn't right. Sometimes, you sit there and things just aren't right, and it's just not fair, and why do they take, the good ones sometimes? And she just turned when she lost, like, her fourth child, and she did not understand, and she couldn't wrap her mind around it.
That's a lot.
So I lost her in so many different ways. But I only held on to what I could hold on to that was going to make me a better woman, that could keep me stepping in the journey that I'm stepping in now.
Amen. Now, Nana was your mom's mother?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Wow, lost 4 kids. You never want to see that happen.
Yeah, you never want to bury, that's just, but when she instantly saw me, because my mom was, she wasn't by the time the virus had gotten to her, she knew she wasn't going to fight anymore. She knew it. I couldn't say nothing. I begged for her to take the pills. I said, you don't want to be around for me? By that time, when she said, I ain't staying around for nobody, I knew the devil had kind of got her. Because if you going to say that to your daughter and you ain't seen her in 20 years, and it's amazing how I found her. So she was just gone, and I just had to let go, but still hold on and let her know that I loved her, even in that shell of a body she was in, because that was not the woman she was at the end of the day.
Yeah. God rest her soul.
Yeah. So, you live with life, you live with pain, you live with love, and I love being in love. Even though I'm not in love right now, holla, holla, everybody. I pray to be, because it changes you. You know what I'm saying? He put us down here to be happy. He gave up something so we could have something, anything. So to have somebody else in your life that is your constant companion, like when you told me how long you had been with your wife and your beautiful kids, I sit back and I just am in awe because I've never gotten anything like that. I don't know what it is to live with somebody that long and then not to have them. Like, I'm battling with my pup. He's been around me for 15 years, and I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna be calling you, Jerry. Like, Jerry, get to praying, because you know what I'm saying. I got 15 years out of him, and thank you, Lord, for that. Thank you so much for that, because it got me to love on so many other different levels, and there are so many different levels of love out there. You know, and I think that some of our youth and our women have got lost, and they think that love is just between the sheets. That's only a sliver of what love is. So when you recognize that, you know that, you learn that, you love that, you live that, then, and only then, can your mind be open enough to receive the blessings that he is going to bestow you from here on out.
Amen. It's powerful. God's good. And I admit, you always complain sometimes because you don't know what it's like to, to stand in someone else's shoes. So you kind of say, oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Oh man, I like to drive a Corvette. You start thinking crazy stuff, and then here, bam, sometime in September, the government, the economy was going bad. Government ran out of money. Bam, government employees laid off. 2 weeks shut down. Here I'm home, chilling, watching Netflix. Lights still on, because the wife's still working. Some money in the bank. Still got the lights on. I'm sitting back in my den, chilling, watching widescreen TV, picking anything I want to look at. I looked at so many shows that I got tired of it, and I said, wait a minute, I need to do something with myself.
Okay. You said they just started running into one another.
Yeah, I'm sitting there for like 5 straight days, round the clock. I mean, I wake up with the rest of the family. It's not like I stayed in bed all day. Got up at 8, went on downstairs, started watching Netflix. Stopped watching Netflix when the kids come in just so I can fix their meal. Then went back to Netflix and watched it again till 1, 2 in the morning. And I was like, I can't go on like this because we don't know how long we're going to be off. So I was talking to my dad, and he was saying, oh, man, I wish you really could fix my website because people trying to get in contact with me. That's not the right email or the right phone number and blah, blah. And I said, Dad, well, your server is down. I don't know if I feel like fixing it. It's going to take a lot to fix that thing. So I just went on downstairs and I set it up on the table and I plugged it up and the thing came on. I was like,
wow.
Working properly.
Say what? Say huh? Say what? Who turned on the lights?
I said, well, let me go ahead and fix it. So then I was working on it, and I said, oh man, let me fix this. The next thing I'm getting creative, and then I found a free website, and I was like, okay, let me build a website for him like a museum, so people can see it, because he doesn't publish that magazine anymore, but it's out there for people to find the museum where he works at, because he does tours for Harriet Tubman. He really into Harriet Tubman and the Black history of the Eastern Shore.
Yeah.
So that's what. And then I was sitting there, and I was finished with that project, and I was sitting down, and a friend called me, and she told me about Facebook, and she was in business as a life coach and talking about detoxing and all that stuff. I said, wow. I said, I got a Facebook account, but I never had done anything with it. I think I got relatives on there somewhere and high school friends, and they promote when we're going to have family class reunions and stuff, but I don't use it. So she said, you should try it. So next thing I know, I get an epiphany to go back into podcasting, because I used to be a podcaster back in 06 and 09, and I decided it was time to, because I had talked to a unit. I was a manager for a federal government agency, and I had this unit that had morale problems, and I used my personality and affirmations and love to bring them together, to work together as a team, because I kept seeing how many times I was in components where people say this is the team, but it really ain't no team. Nobody get along. Nobody like each other. Nobody want to work together. Everybody do it for themselves, and the managers don't even speak to people in the morning. So how is this a team? So I didn't want to do that. So I used my magic, I call it, and I brought everybody together, showed them And it was funny because I was talking to a senior executive. And he said, "Okay, you got to tell me how you did it. Okay, how did you have those numbers? You didn't have no overtime. You didn't have no. You couldn't give them. You couldn't. It was some other stuff he had mentioned I couldn't do for them. And he said, how did you do it? I said, I just was nice to them. I showed them that I care. I listened to their concerns. I listened to their problems. I knew who their kids were. I knew who they lost. I knew who they loved. We went out. I engaged them. Like the way you bonded. Kept telling us to, because they kept saying, you got to engage your people. And then you got to get to know your people. I asked this one man, well, what you guys mean when you mean get to know your people? Well, you got to find out who's your real good workers are, because that's your workhorses. So you got to work the workhorses, because you got the ones that don't do nothing. I was like, whoa. You sure that's the way they want you to get to know?
That kind of sounds like we back in the cotton picking days. You talking like right now.
I know I went to a workshop. It didn't sound like that's what they meant, but maybe that's the way it comes off in the management, because I was about to get into management. I didn't really know, how they was going to take my style, because, I'm like, my dad was a manager, and I worked with him, and, before we got in business, I worked for him when he was working for a printing company and a publishing company. I watched him get in there, and you couldn't tell the workers from him. It's like they're walking, so who's the manager? He's in there doing the same thing as guys doing, getting dirty and putting the machines together and running paper, because they were printers, they were pressmen and binders. So I wanted to be like that, because he showed me, when you're nice to people, they will work their butts off for you. And once you build that loyalty, they will tell you everything. Sometimes they tell me a little bit too much stuff. Whoa, you shouldn't have told me that. But so basically that's who Jerry Royce is, and that's what I felt like. I guess when God just told me that it was time for me to get back in this. Me, I'm like. My nickname is Prime Time, on the floor with my friends, because I like giving people numbers. I've been big into numbers for a long time. And at the job, the guys, we really big in football and NFL. We can't wait to NFL. Everybody got the teams. And my really close friends, we got numbers. Everybody got a number. I call you by your number. And, of course, my favorite number has always been 21. So when I decided that I wanted a call sign for this for my podcast, my wife said, "Well, honey, the numbers mean that's where people find you at on the radio dial, like FM 102, 105, New York." I said, "Well, honey, this is the internet. You could be whatever number you want to be."
Okay.
21. So that's basically what happened. I got pulled up from my bootstrap and here we go.
Led you down a different path, right?
I hear so much pain and so much hurt from people. I mean, some things I've heard from a lot of these female and men has been so shocking to me. I mean, there's some times that I almost couldn't even finish the show. It was so, I just couldn't believe that people could, their own family.
Yeah.
You talking about your real father?
Yeah.
Biological. I said, no. This can't be real. And then a guy tells me the same thing. I said, wait a minute, you talking about your stepfather, your adopted father? No, this was my biological.
Yeah, this ain't just in the books. This is real reality, raw, live, and, people live it. But what we seem to do and what we seem to forget is you can't just brush that up underneath a carpet at the end of the day. You can't just, I know it because I tried for so long. I was a child of coming from a broken home. Parents weren't really vibing. I was like, I thought I got adopted for a good reason. And to come into a different situation, but I felt like I had jumped out of the frying pan tripped into the fire, and somebody was pouring gasoline on me. I just couldn't understand what was going on. So that's why I know I go with my gut feelings. And I know when the devil is dancing and he's not too far, because my mind starts taking me back to those bad, stinking thinking days. And I'm a child of molestation, of rape by my adopted brothers. So it is something that I haven't been able to grasp. I haven't been able to wrap my mind around And I've had other family members even come out of their mouths and tell me, ain't you got over it by now? I said, really?
No. Get out of here.
Said, do you know what I think in my mind, what I thought I could have been? And he robbed me of that? How can that be? How does that type of spirit live in the world like that? So then I knew, once I was able to have a voice, Jerry, wasn't nobody going to be able to shut me up for nothing. Because I had to hold that silence for so long, it almost killed me. So I knew when I got older, if I was blessed to get that old, that I had a story to tell. It gets deeper, it goes longer, because I'm still living. And life is about trials and tribulations, dusting yourself off, jumping up, and trying again. And here I am with you, trying again. So I know he's real. I know he's there. I know I'm one of his children. I know I walk in his footsteps. And I know that I was not made in vain. Amen. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to run with it. I got my sneakers on. My sneakers is on and they strapped up. So let's get ready to rumble. You like football? I love football. My number's 23, homie. You want to be 21 all day? Yeah. Ever since, because my birthday's October 23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my good friends, I gave one of my good friends 23.
Yeah. See? So, everything happens. I feel like in life, everything happens for a reason. And people are either in your life for a reason or a season. And you have to be the one to make that judgment call. Because they could either be bad or it could be good. Or they could have hidden agendas. So, that's why I always tell people I keep my grass cut low so I can see the snakes coming. Because they come from all areas. And I don't care if I got the lawnmower or not. I ain't shutting them all down, but I'm doing the best I can with what I got, the tools that the Lord has given me to breathe, walk, and live every day. So and I'm just blessed. I'm above ground another day.
That's right. All right. Tee-spence-tee-time. You listen to Tee-Time. Tee-Spence coming out of Hollywood, California. Now, I got another song for you.
Don't make me cry now, man. I've already done it. You broke me down. I'm not doing it again.
I love this song, too. I heard this song. I said, oh, no, not another Kimberly.
No, come on. I love her. Oh, my gosh. Come on with it. I'm waiting.
You know what she told me? Kimberly told me that she was working on 15 songs. I was like, well, what number are you at? Because you got to come out now.
I'm waiting on you.
I had to contact her manager. I said, look, people don't want to wait for no 12, so you can release singles. That's how you get rich. She's old school. I was like, I
know he was like, are you telling me how to do my job? Because you doing your job. He's trying to make sure is right. Ain't nobody gonna mess it up, and she is gonna be right on point. And she is amazing. Amazing. Right, and I've heard a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm waiting.
Another one for you.
Thank you.
This is by Deshawn Nicole. She was on my show last week, and this is one of her hit songs. It's being played on Jam Vibes Radio, coming out of South Carolina in rotation. She was so happy they lit Facebook up last week, and so here we go. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Now I just uploaded, so I'm not sure if it's gonna play yet, but we pray that it will play. Here we go.
It will play because we pray.
And this is called From the Inside Out. You like that title?
Okay.
Here we go.
Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
You tell him, Robot. You're right, T. I like this song.
Yeah.
That song awesome. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that was very calming. Very just like, yes, please, heal me. Because that's what I need. And I know that I'm a work in progress all day, every day.
All of us.
So, that was beautiful. Golly. Jerry, you have really, I don't really get caught off guard. You really snuck up on me.
I snuck up on you.
I think you just snuck up on me. Because I was just listening for a second. I was like, let me just peep right in and listen. I've already been online checking out everything because I know I'm the newbie. And I'm a little, I know I'm a little worried, a little taken off guard. So, and I know I'm green. So I was just like, wow, this is really, really powerful. Really powerful.
When you done TV, I've seen your episodes for Buttervision, and then you do Blog Talk in the UK. And look, I had Michelle Evans. I think that was actually her first time doing radio, right? Wasn't it? Is that right? Or she done a little radio?
Who, Michelle?
Evans? Yeah.
No,
Evans.
I don't know. Or you mean Kim? Kim has done radio.
No, I had Michelle Evans on here, and let me see what her bio say. She's a public speaker, and that's all she has on here. She don't have anything about radio.
I'm just different every single time. I never know how things are going to come out or if they're going to come out the wrong way. I'm always like on that fine line of still trying to be that people pleaser, still not feeling like I fit in, still feeling a little awkward and that I haven't found my niche. So it's like that song made me woo-saw. Thank you.
Yeah, you see, you just gotta bring that spirit, and he'll get you going.
Yeah, absolutely. The spirit is real. So
I wouldn't say it's lack of confidence, because you definitely got confidence. And sometimes it's just what you go through. Sometimes can put up that wall and just make you afraid to take that extra step. You think you're walking by yourself. When you're not now, because you on PositivePower21.org. Family.
PositivePower21.org. I'm here, and I'm here to stay.
I got to introduce you to Sabrina Williams. I think you guys would be good friends. Yeah.
I would love to have, anybody that's working with you work with me to help me hone my craft, and any constructive criticism that anybody can give me, I'm open. I'm real like that. So, I'm only just trying to learn and get better, because I wanted to really step from in front of the camera, because everybody used to judge me about the way I looked, but they wouldn't judge me from how I sounded and my education and what I had been through and my trials and tribulations. They got caught up in something that I don't even see. So it's funny, because I always catch myself trying to prepare who's ever going to see me that is not me. And I think I have convinced myself that is not me. I turn into another person to make it easier to tell the story, because it's so painful. Yeah. And it's been so much loss. And me and my little sister have been, we've been fighting to stay together. And people have been fighting to pull us apart. So we're all one another has at this point in time. And I have just got to, like you said, pull them bootstraps up and keep it moving.
That's right. You got purpose now. You got purpose. You got to talk to some people. You imagine how many people have been through. Can you just imagine? Can you imagine how many people is probably been through or going through what you have been through? And need
I would not want to imagine that for anybody. I would not want.
It's real.
It is real.
I mean, we used to hear the stories from Halle Berry, how, she really didn't know what the deal was with herself. She was going through some things. And it's a lot of people going through, that type of crisis. They don't really know who they are, you'd be surprised,
And when you're brought up in a family where you don't see what it is that love really represents and what it really is, and caring and kindness, and it's all just a bunch of debauched mess, then what is it that you have within you to change your life? Because you don't have examples. You know what I'm saying? Because that family wasn't an example, I wouldn't think. I will take it as a blessing.
She's been through some stuff. Her mom didn't raise her. I mean, I'm not going to put her business out there because she asked me not to. Don't
mess with mama.
She said, don't put my business out there. But I just to let everybody know, even though my siblings, especially my brother does very well. My brother had a chance. He was a professional model, and he got a chance to, have a bunch of fans and people going crazy over him and on the big stage and cameras, photographs showing in malls and stuff. So he had an opportunity to experience, lights, camera, action, dance on a dance show seen all over the world. And I just tagged along with him. I was having fun because I just love women, so I was just right with him because he had a girlfriend, so he would, he was devoted to her. So I said, well, okay, I'll take care of your fans for you. So I was out there with him, and then we started putting on our own production stuff, and he started, because he started getting less work. Less phone calls, and it seemed like it was starting to bother him a little bit. He went through a little bit of a depression, and not to put all his business out there, but I was there for him, seeing what he suffered from, but now he's married, happily married. His stepdaughter is doing very well, graduated with 2 degrees. His wife has a very good career, and they planning for retirement.
Amen.
Built from the ground up,
What a difference a day can make.
Right, he got a Mercedes and he drives a Vet and doing well for himself. So
okay, I think people get wrapped up in the exterior, and people don't realize that it's survival of the fittest out here. You really have to be well grounded because he's always waiting to get some more soldiers to help him. And people are slipping, and it's a slippery slope out here. Like, I never thought that I would end up in L.A. I loved Atlanta. That's where I was from. I mean, I'm originally from Michigan, born and raised Lansing, Michigan, but I ended up going down south because I didn't get a chance as a child to really, because I'm biracial and I got adopted by a black family, that I didn't get to be around my people. I didn't get to know who, that they came in all shapes and sizes and colors and beauty and just wonder and everything. When I stepped on Morris Brown's campus, life was like a box of chocolates. I could not understand all those men. I was like, what?
Variety.
Variety at the fullest.
You said, so this is like on the black side.
Okay, I have wandered to the black side. That's why I love the saying, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Once
so
you go black, there's no going back.
Absolutely, yep. And I ain't been back. I ain't even been there.
That's right. I hear you. All right, T, we're gonna play one more nice song, and then we'll come back and we're gonna get your final thoughts, and we're gonna end your first episode, with T-Spence. Everybody got a chance to get to know you.
Thank you, Jerry, so much. You've been a blessing.
Right. You're welcome. You're a blessing too. You just don't know. All right, so hold tight a little bit. All right.
I'm holding. I'm holding.
This is called Touch Me by Linton and Louise Smith. They're my good friends out in South Carolina. I call him, he's a.k.a. Superman. And I guess you can call her Superwoman too. All right?
And boom.
Here we go. my good friends from South Carolina, very sweet people. Louise actually owns a publishing company called Kingdom Builders Publications, and she has a very warm heart. So if you're looking to self-publish, but you need some support, and you want to take it to another level, a little over self-publishing, she's there for you. Make sure you put out a very, very good product that you could be proud of for years and leave your legacy. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Thank you for the resource. Nice to know.
Tee-Spence sound like she need to write a book.
Well, I've been thinking, and with you have amazing talent. When I went on your site, like, I was blown away. I was like, this is what it's like on the other side? Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy today. I'm about to sing the Lord's Prayer. I said, because this is nothing like it was before.
So what did you like? What did you like about it?
I liked that you knew your talent. I liked what I heard. I liked what I read. I am a very visual person, so I like that I could go to different facets and get different information from different people. And I liked listening to the podcast because then it kind of, gave me a gauge as to what I want to format my show around and to listen to other people talk. And, I've always been a co-host. And I'm not really used to, listening to my own voice. And everybody says you should listen to your own shows. But, I just wasn't that comfortable. I'm not really comfortable in the whole what people think what they call stars are, because everybody puts their pants on the same way. So I don't think anybody, that's why when somebody will ask me for an autograph, I can't do that because my penmanship means nothing to me. Like at the end of the day, I'm just blessed I can write, that I can read, that I have that opportunity because other people don't have that. Like, I want to be a humanitarian. I want to touch lives. I want to change people's lives in the world we live in. I mean, I've been through adoption. I've been through, homelessness. I've walked in a lot of different people's shoes. And,
for all of that, you're pretty young for all of that.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm not going to tell my age. Are you trying to make me tell my age, Jerry?
I know because I was trying to figure out Michelle. Michelle threw out a couple of dates.
You won't get it out of me. Ever, and ever.
Kim gave it away, though, because you guys went to school together, right?
It had to be Kim. It would be Kim.
So you went to school, Michelle, also?
Yes. I did. I'm trying to pull her name and her face with it. I know the name, but I can't put the face with it. I know if I talk to Kimmy, she will just give it to me right on the spot. Yeah. But you kind of thrown me off my game.
Yeah. I'm trying to get her to send me some more professional pictures too. But she's very, very attractive also.
Yes, Kimmy's really beautiful. We used to party.
I'm talking about Michelle.
Michelle. Too. Yeah. Yeah, I believe if it's who I think it is, yes. Very beautiful. But, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of beauty either. So you got to find your way in between that because, he is not like he's picking. He done made us all. So he can take you and be like, all right, today all the little biracial girls don't wake up. And then, boom, tea time's done.
Right.
Tea-Spence gone. Right. Nice legacy. Peace out, y'all. See you in the upper lands. So it's like I don't take this, whatever people want to call it, and they say I come from a small town and I've made it. I don't think I've made it anywhere. I just think I've made it to the next day. Thank you, Lord.
You made it to positivepower21.org.
Ooh, and boom.
Because we heard that you was in a hospital, so, we were concerned. It was like, what's up?
Yeah. Well, when you try to push things down so deep and you don't want people to find out, what you think is so dirty and so bad and so ugly, but they don't, it comes out in other ways. Like, everything comes out in the wash at the end of the day, and the lights do come on. So it's going to come out. And I have so many things locked away that, you know, I have blocked them, but inside my body, it knows what's going on. So I can't fool my body. And so that's why I know I still have work on myself to do. And so I have I'm working on myself so that I don't end up back in the hospital, yes. But I appreciate your prayers from everyone and your thoughts. You're so kind and so welcoming.
We got ministers on this team. And you talk about a minister, not only Superman, not just a trumpeter and an owner of a radio station, but he's also a minister. His wife is a minister. Then we have Rhonda Bellows. She's from Baltimore. Grew up in Lexington Terrace. You know, I'm sure that she was the one who told me that. I get some of the people mixed up. But I swear she told me she grew up in Lexington Terrace, which was a very rough section of Baltimore. And she made it and did 24 years in the military, got about 2-3 degrees. Now a minister, a wife, not just the first lady, but a minister along her husband, senior pastor, Bamadella Bello, which they have a powerful prayer, which I want to make sure you listen to it, because we actually going to be broadcasting his prayer. I actually was supposed to have been publishing it today, but it looks like that's going to happen Friday night. And very powerful. I heard some of it yesterday, and this guy prays for an hour. So that's UT. That's how.
I will be there. I ain't got nowhere else to be, so I will.
Click it on.
I'll be tuned in. Yeah.
Look for the prayer warrior. We call him the prayer warrior from Nigeria. That's my man there.
Nope.
My man.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
And before I let you go, I'm going to just let everybody know, there's some big things happening around D.C. Coming up, but I'm only going to be able to make one of them. Toastmaster International is having some big affair going on, so I'm going to be part of the press, cover that venue. And then there's going to be something going on big on the Eastern Shore, some type of festival going to be going on early that day. And I'm going to be there with some church giving some big event. My dad wanted me to start doing some church events out there. People be asking. He said they're asking for Jerry Royce Live.
Okay, baller shot caller. It looks like you making some moving and some grooving.
That's right. So I said, well, who's going to give me my vet so I can drive over there? I need a vet. I need something sporty. I can't bring my family car, my Jeep. But, I sent some pictures out there on Facebook. You see I got my baby cleaned up. So, Jackie Jill just tore my Jeep up on the inside. It was like, they don't even eat French fries from McDonald's anymore, but I was finding all in between the seats. They don't even like McDonald's no more.
You are such a hoot.
So I got it cleaned up. She's so clean. I'm making them sit on plastic right now. And
you ain't right.
Looking at me.
You ain't right. You're not in Coming to America with the Jerry curls.
But tell me this. How come I just get the Jeep clean and Jack shows up with red snowball? I wanted to treat them to a snowball, so I gave them the money. They was gonna get the snowball. They know. Their mama Nina used to always say, "Don't get clear stuff when you riding in my car." No, nothing.
Are you talking about a slushie?
Yeah, snowball. Yeah, out here we snowball.
Okay.
It's like broken. Crushed ice with the liquid on. He comes to the car with a big red cup that he can hardly hold. Big cup of red ice. I said, "Oh my God!"
You over there praying?
Clean. Just been clean for roughly 5 hours. But, he didn't mess it up. I had him sit on plastic. Seats was still
wow. I'm just going to say wow to that, okay?
Yeah, that's what I go through. But, I love him. I love him to death. And we love you too, T. We're glad to have you on Positive Power. Thanks for coming. I know I threw this on you because you was listening to a show, and I said, hey, you can do your show. 'Cause I thought you said you was ready, so, me.
Well, yeah. Well, you're a legend. You know what I'm saying? When I grow up, can I be like you? Okay, so when I get that time in, maybe my feet will be a little more connected and solid to the ground. But I'm just taking baby steps right now. I'm just sitting back.
Look, I'm gonna say this little recording so Nene can hear this, so she know I'm important, so she can treat me better when I go upstairs. So she don't just say, I said, "How you coming to bed?" No, I got some more work to do. Come on now, it's Friday night. Nobody work on Friday night.
Please.
Yeah. I said, come on now, I'm important now. You want to be? Soon I'm gonna be flying out of here soon. You never know. You know.
You better stop it. You better stop it.
Might send a G4 here to come pick me up. You know, because that can easily happen. Because I'm friends with his best friend. That's right. And I want to send my condolences out to my boy Holloway Gray. He had a tremendous loss in his family, and I texted him the other day. He seemed to be doing pretty good, but I heard he's not back to work at the Potter House yet. But he's a very caring man. He's been here. He poured out his heart. We seen him on YouTube, and life was going good for him. My man had stepped away from drugs after dealing with it for so many years, and now he's touching people's lives. And as soon as you think you got your train rolling, and because you lost your mom and your grandmother,
you get
like
derailed.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick. So hope send our prayers out to him. So we hope he's
absolutely,
doing
well. Absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna take this quick break. No, we took our break. It's time for you to do your final thoughts. What's your final thoughts?
Well, my final thoughts are that I'm very happy to be in a new space. And I'm thrilled that, I have come across someone that is so, open and welcoming. And I feel like it's going to be an amazing mentor to me because I like radio. I actually love it. I like to be behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Because you can only be called dingy so long. And people can only think that you get by on your looks for so long. I know who I am as a person, and I just know that he does not make mistakes. So I'm not here by any mistake, and I am open, and anybody could call me, reach out. I'm approachable. I have no problems with nothing. So I'm just willing to learn, ready to listen, and appreciative of PositivePower21.org.
Is right. .org. I remember somebody asked me, they said, why you didn't go .com? I was like, I don't know why I didn't go. Because I used to love, because I had a radio show that was called iRockTalkRadio.com.
You said it was what? .com?
It was called iRockTalkRadio.com. Oh,
that's catchy.
You should have seen me in here. I used to have a ball, and I couldn't wait to start a show just so I could say that. iRockTalkRadio.com. I'm Primetime Jerry Royce, and you listening to iRock Talk Radio. I used to have a ball in here, boy.
Just by yourself, doing your thing.
I had a guest, though. I had a makeshift system. I had the telephone sitting there with the speakers coming through the computer microphone and streaming it off of MySpace. Yep. That's what I was doing. And
I love MySpace now. They switched it up. It looks great. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
They reinvented it. Yeah.
MySpace is back.
Yeah, MySpace is on and cracking. You should really peep it.
I'm scared of MySpace. I picked up so many viruses from that place. My neighbor, he had brand new computers, and he had to throw them all away because they couldn't fix them. I was scared of MySpace. Man, that thing had so many viruses. They got destroyed by viruses. And
but
you had that
look at
MySpace
Google and Twitter. That's a whole something within itself. So, there's a lot of stuff going on that we need to be leery of in life. But if you're open and cognizant, you'll see the signs.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. Because I saw your link, and I said, she's still using MySpace?
Absolutely. I'm media up, Tommy.
I said, T must be older than we. She must be using pictures
Hey.
20 years ago.
Nobody's listening. He hit the mute button, everybody. Did everybody peep that?
Everybody asked me, they said, is T all right? Well, I said, well, I got a collage of photographs, so she's okay.
She was well enough to put them pictures together. She all right. You know what I'm saying?
She put the collage. I was like, I didn't even know what Flippergram was until I went on your website. I was like, Flippergram?
You better stop it. You are so wrong. And I'm going to tell you.
Download the app. The app wouldn't even work. It was like, is this program still open? Or you the only one using it?
No, it is still open and downloadable.
All right, because it jammed my system. I want you to know. I had to unload it. I was like,
yeah, it's
good.
Like, I put that flipogram together myself. The thing about Hollywood, and this is, it's like you are never as good as your last job. They don't care what movie I was just in. They don't care who I just rubbed up against. They don't care what red carpet I just did. I did it. That's done. Move on to the next thing. Then then holler at me. When you got something fresh to talk about. So, yeah, I just keep it moving.
All right, T. So you finished your final thoughts for tonight?
I definitely have. I'm in my final place. I'm in a new place, in a new space, and I'm good, Jerry. Thank you.
That's right. And we're gonna do some. Look, we got a couple minutes. I just want to tell you, this since you're part of my staff. Cause now I got a staff now.
You got a staff. He all grown up now.
Now, but I gotta remind the people who pay for airtime. They're not part of the staff. they paying customers. But for my staff, you know who you are. We're gonna have some teleconference parties. That's right. We're gonna call in and have our little party line going on. Everybody gotta have but you gotta have your own beverages and food. So I can't provide that.
You gotta BYOB.
Yeah, BYOB on a teleconference party line. And everybody gonna get a chance to come in and meet each other and talk and stuff. And of course, we gotta be cognizant that we all can't talk at one time.
I know, okay, because that's on the air.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, though. Right?
I look forward to it.
I don't know if I'm a air it. I gotta think about it if I'm gonna go live with. We might go live. I gotta see how if y'all behave yourselves.
If we behave ourselves, yeah. Just put us in the corner and bring us back out when we're okay. We'll all get a time out, get some Jerry time.
That's right. And I'm gonna have to steal this one, but it might be Jerry's world,
Hey, because it's tea time all the time, somewhere in the world. That's why I'm tea.
hey, that's right.
Hey.
All right, T, we ready to go now. So
thank you, Jerry. I look forward to talking to you soon.
Yeah, and hold the line for me, too. I want you to hold the line.
Absolutely.
I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. I had a really good time. Of course, we went up and down, and, we had some mood changes. We had some emotions flowing. But we just want people to know that's what you're going to expect to get from Positive Power, because we got people who have big hearts that's on this program. That's right. And everybody's their own brand. They're not Jerry Royce Live, and I'm not expecting them that they have to be like me, because I'm me. It took me a long time to be like this. I remember when I was in high school, I built the radio. My parents couldn't believe it, and I actually won 2 science fairs. I built a two-way radio. On the other side, it was an FM, and you can listen to the ball game, and it had antennas, and it lit up. My parents couldn't believe that I built that. And they just truly amazed about this thing. My dad is like one of my biggest fans, and he just loves this to death. And my sister, my brother hasn't come on board yet because he told me to call him when I'm making real money. So he.
That's been nice.
See, now I got to pull up in the Maybach to prove something to him,
The Maybach. No, he didn't.
So
all right.
Come pick me up, we land on his street with the G5 or something like that. That's when he gonna come on board.
Okay, well I'm in the back. I already called my seat. Called my seat in the Maybach.
For me is for me. What for T is for T, and what's for Mike is for Mike. It's what it is. I'm not.
Absolutely. Everybody has their own journey at the end of the day. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.
Sometimes you think you need a sidekick. You think you need Robin in the side chair, in the passenger seat. Say, hey, Batman, yeah, your cheerleader, yeah, you can do it, Batman. Go, Batman, yeah, turn that corner. You think you need that person, but I prayed to God that I did need somebody to talk to, because sometimes you can't burn your spouse ears off because they interested in other things too. You can't just kiss things like, oh, thanks, Dad. When my part-time job? They just want to know when they're gonna get paid to push buttons, and then I can't always talk to my best friend. Cause I think I even got an email I was in an employment development program, and I actually got a message from one friend that what's for you is not for everybody. So sometimes you just got to keep it short. So I don't say nothing to nobody. So they now Now they see me now. They like, oh, man, you a broadcaster.
Now they want to have trilogies with you and conversations.
Yes, I said, no, I'm just a little podcast. No, man, you a broadcaster now. I seen you out there. So
okay.
I'm just podcasting. Just
what you're doing, you're doing it well. Right. You're doing it well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. God is good. I am so grateful. I thank Lord, the good Lord, for bringing me this far. I mean, I know it was a journey. I know I was fighting with him too. I was trying to watch more episodes of Orange and Black.
No, you are a mess, and I love that show.
But he had my father call me and said, you got to fix my computer, man. That's
okay.
I was trying to watch Orange and Black.
I got to stop talking to you because you got my stomach hurting.
All right, we got to go. Well, like I always tell everybody all the time, you want to hear some good stuff, you got to listen to Jerry Royce Live on Worldwide, right? Positive Power 21.org, Spreaker.com/Positive Power 21. Now we got T-Spence. That's right. T, let me ask you this before I go. Did you feel the power?
I felt the power of Positive Power 21. I feel the power. It's resonating through my body. So I felt it. I felt like you took me to church today. So thank you. I needed that uplifting. So thank you for everybody for just listening, being patient with me. Just give me a little time. I promise to get better. Just work with me, to work with you, to work with us.
Well, you got it out. You just had to get it out. You all right.
We got it out.
That's right. We got it out. All right, yeah. I know Superman gonna say, man, how many times did you cry last night, brother? Batman.
You're not supposed to be crying.
Man, that's the dude, man. I said, man, I got this Oprah music playing. We got T-Spence on here. We got Kimberly. We got.
Yeah, she killed me, man. I was like, really?
Man, what you expect, man? I'm just a man.
I'm just a man.
That's right. I'm being real. Just a man.
But you're a good man.
Not messed up. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm, very blessed. All right, team. I'm Joy.
You have a blessed evening, and I look forward to talking to all of you soon. Anytime. Drop me a line.
Amen. All right, y'all. I'm Jerry Royce Live. I'm Worldwide. Thank you for tuning in to Jerry Royce Live on PositivePower21.org and Spreaker.com/Positive Power 21. This is a Royce Enterprises production. And don't forget about replay on Facebook.com/Jerry Royce Live. All right, y'all. Stay awesome all week long. I promise. I'll be back. Peace.